Welcome to the OnlyFans Creative Fund Comedy Edition. We picked you, 10 beautiful individuals. We want you to make a viral video.
My heart actually sank.
The audience are going to decide.
Everything that I've ever written is really shit.
I really don't want to have to get naked.
Told you at the beginning of this competition that you need to be ready for anything. Anything has arrived. We want you to integrate some Cockney rhyming slang into your viral videos.
The twist in the video, I feel I kind of got away with it. Bukkake is a traditional Japanese noodle dish. Did you know that?
I think Graham didn't get it.
Graham, I'm really sorry. You're not going to be continuing this competition. So I have two people standing in front of me, and one of you is going to go home, and one of you is going to carry on. The OnlyFans community voted. And one of you had a lower-rated video than the other. Zara, you're safe. And Martin, I'm really, really sorry you're going home, man.
No worries.
I'm really sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
That was funny! We love you, Martin, mate!
I hope I've made you smile, hope I've made you laugh at some point. That's the only reason I do this, obviously, is to make people laugh. And I'll see you guys around.
Zara, you can join the others. Well done.
The people of OnlyFans have spoken.
There's a lot on the line here, and you're not gonna throw away your chance of winning £50,000 because you're afraid of upsetting someone's feelings.
Let's get a drink. I've had a lot of emotions today. I just had this whole bubble of gas explode inside me. I feel like a thought going up into the air and just dissipating across the room with relief.
Oh man.
Morning of the second challenge.
I think my outfit today makes me look quite sweet, so maybe that will trick everyone.
You ready?
I'm so ready.
Come to me, my creators. Hi, everyone.
Hiya.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Did you sleep well?
Sure.
No!
No,
Didn't sleep a wink.
We're back again. We're back today. It's a new day. Ready for the second challenge? Let's go. Let's get it rolling.
Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, we set you a challenge where we asked you to create a 30-second viral video. We then uploaded those videos to the OnlyFans site, and the viewers decided. Unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to the lovely Graham and the brilliantly talented Martin.
It was really sad to see Graham and Martin go. But do I feel like I deserved to stay? Yeah, I do. And I am happy to be here.
Today is a new day, which means a new exciting challenge to make you all have breakdowns. Love reminding you of this. £100,000 up for grabs. We're down to just 8 of you. And today, we are going to be saying goodbye to 2 more.
Oh my goodness. I felt literally so calm and kind of it'll be what it will be until right now I'm like, shit.
This challenge is all about writing. How many of you here consider yourself writers?
You cannot afford to be complacent and think, oh, I'm a great performer, you know, this joke isn't written that great, but I'm sure I can do it on stage, because that's when you trip up.
Writing is naturally the most essential thing for stand-up. It's what we all do before we even step on the stage. So you'll know it quite well already, but that means you also know why it's so important.
Yesterday, we tested your writing skills a little bit to come up with that 30-second viral video. But today, we are going to raise the bar in difficulty.
Great comedy writers not only know how to write amazing jokes for themselves, but they also know how to write for others.
More specifically, for today's challenge, we are going to be putting you into pairs. We are going to give you 2 hours to write a 3-minute set for your partner.
I don't want to be generalized as a bitch when it's like, no, I'm a professional comic. I want to do this alone.
How does that sound?
I'd rather do 1,000 emails than have to write for another comedian. And it's torture, it's horrible.
This challenge is to really test how you can tailor material for your partner, and it also means that you can't just recycle old material that you've already got. We're looking for new material that truly engages with and reflects your partner's voice, their point of view, and their story.
I'm definitely more of a writer. I've never been naturally leading towards performance. I never did drama at school. The drama kids used to get bullied at my school, so it was safer to avoid it.
You can approach this challenge however you want, but I recommend that you really open up to your partner so that they have something to write about.
But writing is only one part of this challenge, because you're also going to perform your 3-minute sets in front of all of us. So do you all want to know who you're writing for?
Yes, please.
Mary is writing for Dom, and Dom, you're writing for Mary. Zoe writing for Hassan, and Hassan is going to be writing for Zoe.
Zoe, I think, like, I sometimes felt like she didn't like me, but I definitely think I can write a better joke than a lot of people that might say they're better writers.
Zara is going to be writing for Maddie, and Maddie is writing for Zara.
I think Maddie is hilarious. She's probably had this before, but she reminds me of Rebel Wilson.
Joe writing for Steph, and Steph is writing for Joe.
You're joking.
Wow.
Steph kind of said to me herself, she felt a bit kind of out of practice, which is, you know, it's fucking, that's gutting.
Now, don't worry, you are going to be judged individually, not as a pair, but we will be watching for how you work together as a team.
I'll be coming around to check on you, but this time is short.
By the end of the day, we will be saying goodbye to 2 more creators.
The stakes are relatively higher on this one, but it's like, no, I'm here to work. Like, let's go.
You have 2 hours, and the time starts now! Be funny!
Look at this. This is my actual notebook where the magic happens.
Right.
And it's pretty empty.
Yeah, I know, literally. I feel like I start so many notebooks and just toss them aside.
Yeah.
Are you ready to joke? And
Yes.
3, 2, 1, jokes!
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I guess we have to get to know each other.
Yes.
Ooh, I like how much light there is in here. I feel like it will really help us do something amazing.
Like, there's this one joke I have about a cleaner that's like, oh, it's warmer where you come from. And I was like, where is that? And she was like, the desert. And then when a terrorist attack happens, she's like, why didn't you tell them? If you're anti-terrorist, why didn't you tell them to stop? And I'm like, they're from a different desert. Like, I don't know them. So you kind of like almost take on the racist logic and like show why it's so misguided.
Sure.
I grew up in a very white area, so being Arab, being Muslim was always like something that was spoken about. If you can make fun of yourself in a way that's funny, no one can touch you. Well, they did beat me up. But I mean, like, comedically, again, no one can touch you.
So I feel like your stage presence is someone with, like, status and authority. The audience come to you rather than you going to them.
I'm definitely high status on stage.
Mary is great, but I'm so intimidated by her because she is someone who is ahead of where I am in my career, definitely.
Sad girl, money bitch.
I had the idea that I would maybe like each of us does a bit of our material for each other, so we can like get a sense of. Sorry, I'm really puffed. I'm really excited. My favorite part about comedy and what has made me fall in love with it is the connections I get to build with other performers. If we each do like a set, like our material to each other, we'll get a really good sense of like what style of comedy you normally do.
You're single and you've just gone for a breakup.
Well, that's the thing. I'm known for, in the beginning of relationships, being like, I'm so chill. I'm really chill. And really, I'm not.
It was in the Netherlands, found out I was getting deported, and then had to decide.
You got deported from the Netherlands?
Yeah. I am more myself on stage than with a lot of people in my life because I'm a narcissist and I love attention.
The joke is that you're going to be like, yeah, I went to the Netherlands, I got deported, I just do it very straight, and then like give it a pause, and then be like, they're doing that to white people now. Then something like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
great.
I'll write something.
I was really impressed with his ability to sort of like step inside my shoes and write for me. That was really cool. I've never done that before. I've written for other people, but I've never had someone write for me, and the process was really fun.
Tell me about your dating life.
Oh.
Let's get real.
Okay.
Are you on apps?
No, I'm not. I'm not on apps. I'm trying to be single at the moment because I'm just out of a 7-year relationship.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm now navigating myself as a single woman, which I haven't been single for like over 10 years. I think my breakup really sort of just redefined everything for me. Like, what do I want to do? And I thought I wanted to give up stand-up. Stand-up comedy to me sort of became this X that I was always going back to. And now I feel like, oh, okay, yeah, stand-up is the one.
How's it been?
It's been okay. It's quite a daunting task. You're right, it is definitely more difficult, but I feel like we are at a point where we know who each other are. We know what vibe the other one wants to give off on stage, and it's just writing the jokes that fit into that.
How do you feel?
Scary, giving up a little bit of the control, because stand-up is so much like, you know, it's like, okay, well, I wrote it, I'm performing it, it's kind of in my hands. But now it's like a little bit in someone else's hands.
So the tricky thing has been for me not talking about myself, genuinely a bit.
Why wouldn't we talk about ourselves?
That's why we're here. That's what we need to do. I mean, while you're talking, I'm just thinking about myself. Whatever's happening.
Are your mum and dad still together?
No.
Okay.
No, Dad left when I was 7.
When you were 7, do you hear from him at all?
No, I've not spoken to him since.
Okay.
I had a pretty standard British upbringing, really. You know, my dad left when I was a kid, and people think that troubles you a lot more than it actually does. You know, I think I turned out, well, I suppose if I turned out all right, I wouldn't be doing stand-up, would I?
What sort of girls do you go for? I'm not making notes, I'm just, you know.
I don't know, really.
I felt really comfortable working with Joe, and like, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself. And as much as I'm really aware that I don't have the experience that a lot of the other creators do, I'm learning from people, I'm meeting people. Would I love to win? Sure. Do I think that's possible? Maybe.
So you can be as horrible about me as you want. Like I said, I am the butt of my own jokes in all of my stand-up.
You have 1 hour left.
Okay, Zoe, and let's synchronize. Meet back here at 3 o'clock in 3, 2, 1. Synchronize.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
We're switching watches.
That is inexplicable.
Of course.
Why?
Because I need a stopwatch to time out how much time I've done already.
Tell me about the process.
I think the good thing is that there's parallels to us anyway.
Really?
And like our characters, yeah.
I think like the like boastful part of myself is like, I'm hoping he'll take these jokes and use them. Like, it would be awesome if like this is brand new stuff that he could maybe take away and use.
Absolutely.
That would be really cool.
And get this on camera, I will be giving no credit at all to the writers, as I do with all my jokes.
I'm a ghostwriter.
I give 0 credit to the writers. Zoe, I think like definitely we worked really well on the challenge. If she makes it, you know, I'd happily take a job writing for Zoe.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. I feel like we know each other really well.
Yeah. Like, you're very different from each other.
Yeah.
How's that been, having to write in that voice?
Yeah, it's almost like you become, like, I'm just like imagining a character, trying to become that character and what she would say. It feels a lot less structured than how I would normally write. I would normally be like quite almost formulaic with like joke writing, whereas this I'm like, just do something a bit weird. Move it over here and then more zany. Oh.
And that's your closer. Are you happy with that as a closer?
I think I gotta sit on it.
Okay.
But I want to do it.
In this, okay.
Yeah.
In that order.
Okay, guys, time is up.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You all right? Are you done?
All of it's there. It's just
there.
It's just ordering it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe having a little practice in the mirror. Wish me luck, guys. We're just gonna do it. This has been a real challenge. Can I leave? Can I go?
Sit yourselves down. Welcome to the show. I know this is every comedian's worst nightmare, performing in front of other comedians. At least it's not a competition. That would make it doubly awful.
Just being in this competition means everything to me. My therapist says you shouldn't try and get outside validation. But I'm not gonna lie, OnlyFans giving you 50 grand is outside validation, and it feels like it's the start of a new chapter.
So you spent the last 2 hours writing for your partners and practicing, and now we're all going to get to see what you came up with. We are also going to be saying goodbye to 2 more creators. No pressure. First up is Dom.
I trust the people around me. I hope that they trust me to be funny.
Hello! Hello, losers. How are we doing?
Whatever happens, we can make it through this process together. I mean, obviously, I'm going to have to kill 2 people, but...
Hi, I'm Dom. I'm going to cut to the chase. I have 3 personality traits. I'm gay, I'm Catholic, and I have OCD. Which one's worse? Glad you asked. They're all terrible. I'm not going to lie. Living with OCD is really hard. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, if you don't know, it's all about it's having obsessive thoughts and combating them by following patterns.
Dom is so sharp, and we really, really bonded in the partner challenge. He just makes me laugh, and he's a joy for my day.
So I have to follow these numbered rules to stop the voices inside my head. And if I'm ever sucking a dick, I have to go 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm joking. I obviously put it straight down and go to church because, as we know, homosexuality is, say it with me, sin.
Dom really makes me laugh. And I think a nice guy as well.
Thanks so much.
Today has been a real challenge, and I hope that my performance was reflective of the kind of vibe that I try and give off on stage anyway, even if I was a bit frantic about the whole thing.
Okay, so next up we have Maddie.
Sorry, just checking my plant is here. My geranium. Last night it was a chrysanthemum, but I worked out that I'm actually allergic. Every time I fuck a chrysanthemum, I get a really bad rash. Did learn a lot about safe sex at school. For example, we used to use cling film from the food tech room as a dental dam.
Oh.
Does mean you can take that pussy to go, so.
Maddie has got such a wild energy to her. She has a voice that stands out from all of us. She's taking risks.
Next up, we have Hassan.
Bill Murray and Angel Islington, can y'all guys make some noise?
The way to stand out, look as confident as possible.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's this guy from? Sunshine State, USA, baby, Iraq. I'm from Iraq. Now, my parents assimilated fully into this country, which is great. They did the 3 key things. They speak English, they love football, and they're divorced. That's absolutely critical. If there's any Arabs watching this,
Mom and Bob need to fight to get the passport, okay?
Hassan is so funny. When Hassan steps on stage, it's like, bing, we're up. It's almost like the waves of his performance are really impressive.
Next up, we have Mary.
So, hey, my name's Mary. I think you've heard of me. So, OnlyFans have told everyone that this is a competition, which was cruel, actually. It was cruel to do it to the warm-up acts and disrespectful to me. I've spent my entire career being seen as like a mixed race, like female #girl boss. And so it's really refreshing to be on a platform that finally recognizes me for my feet pics.
Mary's a really interesting one in that I think her style of stand-up is very different to mine. I think she's very good at captivating a room and delivering kind of very interesting views on different topics and stuff like that.
I honestly, I'm just here for the vibes. Like, I'm having a really fun time, like, nurturing new talent, I think. And I'm really, really excited to see which two of you are going to get the 25K. On the edge of my seat, guys. Thank you.
Mary, she has a very, big presence, an intimidating presence. She is a force. Seeing someone who has maybe fewer years as a comedian, but is so much further ahead in some aspects of their career, it's like, that's a lot. That's very impressive.
Next up is Steph.
Hello, everyone. My name is Steph. I'm recently single. How exciting. My friends are very excited about me entering my hoe phase. They were equally excited about me joining OnlyFans. And then they found out it was for comedy, so less so. I did my hoe phase already. I did my hoe phase when I was 20. I moved to the City of Love. I moved to Antwerp, which is the City of Love if you love denim. They love denim like a 2002 Britney and Justin. They live for it.
I didn't enjoy Steph because I thought her performance just could have been stronger, and I think the performance could have been a bit bigger.
Next up, Joe.
You're right. So I've been told that I look like a Love Island contestant more times than I'd appreciate, which I don't think is really the compliment that I think people often intend it to be. You know what I mean? Like, it essentially just means that I look like I have muscles for brains and would happily fuck in the open for the enjoyment of others, which is beneficial because it's rarely for the enjoyment of those involved. Yeah. I have actually been asked to go on Love Island 3 times in the past, and I've always said no. The reason for this is it's too traumatic, essentially. The reason it's too traumatic is because my dad recoupled with another woman when I was 7, and me and my mum were kicked out of the villa. Yeah, by villa, I mean mid-terrace council house in Birmingham, but still, all the same.
Joe is certified hilarious. But yeah, Joe, I'm coming for you. And if he wins, he's not going to, but if he wins, I will find a way to marry him and then take his money. Please don't use that.
Next up, we have Zara.
Hello, lovely people. My name's Zara. Hi. I am a basic bitch, a typical basic bitch. I love dating shows. I'm 36. I am a fan of brunches. And I'm also studying for a PhD in Muslim Egyptian feminism. It's very much like Eat, Pray, Love, mixed with assessing the oppressed Muslim stereotype given by the West in intersectional feminist literature. Classic basic bitch. So yay.
Don't be looking down at the paper. Someone is up there and constantly looking down at the paper. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. You can be writing Peabody award-winning jokes, but if you're constantly looking at the paper like that, or if you got it all written down in your hand like that, you're literally reading it off the script. It looks amateurish.
Now, I am aware that I am dressed like a Middle Eastern Margaret Thatcher. I am aware of this fact. I don't know who hates more, like who is hated more by white British men. It's really difficult saying other people's words. I didn't learn them properly. I just fucked up the performance. I couldn't remember the jokes.
And next up, we have Zoe.
Hi guys, I'm Zoe. I'm from Canada. Usually gets an applause. Okay. Thank you. I'm from Canada, just like Drake, and also just like Drake, somebody else wrote my material. Okay. I'm also Jewish, and my writing partner, Hassan, is Muslim. And for the last 2 hours, we've been working together, and this is what we've prepared. Okay, are you ready? Israel will control the land north of Jerusalem. Palestine will control the south. Content-wise, I think Hassan wrote brilliantly. There were jokes in there that were really like of my voice. You know, Kanye said that his mental illness was misdiagnosed by a Jewish doctor. And I have so many questions. Like, one, why is that relevant? And two, like, what's this mental illness that causes anti-Semitism? And three, is this Jewish doctor single?
The performance wasn't quite as assured as it could have been with the material. It's totally fine to have notes on your hand or on stage that you check back, and we've all done it, but that your job as a comedian is to craft it so that people don't necessarily know that that's what you're doing. And I knew.
Well done, everybody. That was brilliant.
That was really cool. Okay, well, I'm done. So it's been really great. Thank you for a good show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sophie's work here is done. Give her a round of applause. Sophie's gone, because tonight her opinion doesn't matter. My opinion never matters. And tonight, the person making the decisions is going to be you guys. What's wrong with you?
No. What the fuck? I suddenly feel a little rattled and less confident.
You worked together, you wrote for each other, you saw the rehearsal process, and you saw the performances. So I think it's only fair that the decision tonight is in your hands.
It was a big shock, a really big shock. Fuck me, the big twist today.
Wow, guys, what the fuck? Like, why? Why?
I am going to pass you all a piece of paper, and I want you to pick the bottom 3 creators according to today's performances. So the power tonight is in your hands.
Cool, like what the fuck is happening? I don't like being given power, apparently. I thought I'd love that, but hey, guess what? Turns out she doesn't like it. She doesn't like power, she doesn't like choices.
So you go over there now.
It's not going to be pretty what we have to do next. It's horrible and brutal and traumatizing, and it's nail-biting.
Yeah, getting us to vote each other out. It is what it is, isn't it? I don't really know what my chances are. I just want to know now, really. It's the waiting that's the hardest part, yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen. I hope it works out for me, and that's all I can do right now.
Hi, lovely people. We have counted the votes. and 2 people will be leaving us tonight and not continuing on in the competition. Unlike before, we are just going to rip the Band-Aid off and reveal the 2 people that are going to be leaving us tonight.
Fucking hell.
Well, Hassan, could I have your names, please? Thank you very much.
I'm scared. Of course I'm scared. I feel like, performance-wise, I did a job that I am proud of, and I think I wrote some really good jokes for Mary. But, you know, I don't necessarily think that I'm, like, 100% staying.
So your peers have voted. And the first person leaving us tonight is... it's Steph.
That's okay. No, it's okay, guys. It's my time. It's fine.
And Steph, you did so great.
Thank you.
You really did great.
I feel like it was my time to go.
And thank you so much for being here and sharing.
It's been a pleasure. You asked us to vote for the 3 that we thought were the weakest, and I thought that I was the weakest.
Loads of love. Let's hear it for Steph, come on.
Yeah, I voted for myself. And I feel really grateful. I've got to spend time around all these people. I've got work to do. I know I haven't been going for long, but I will never not love making people laugh. And this won't be the last you hear from me. I promise you.
So there's 7 of you still sitting here, but there are only 6 spots moving on. The next person leaving the OnlyFans Creative Fund Comedy Edition is... Zara.
I fucked up, and it's annoying when you fuck up, but I've had a great time, and I just wanted the experience to continue because I just loved it so much. I'm sorry, it's so stupid. Love you guys. Yeah, I've had so much fun, and I know that comedy's going to be a part of my life. I do it despite the fact that it makes me cry, because it also makes me happy. I'm not going to quit. Never.
You made it through, guys. You've made it through to the next round.
Fucking hell, man. I was way more emotional than I thought I could be in that sort of situation, because we're so invested in just like the journey of it now. Like, we've been stuck together for a really long time, and we're bonded. Like, you know, like, we respect each other as performers, and so it was so sad to see people leave, and also to like feel that you were a part of that.
Say goodbye to the Bill Murray, and I will see you tomorrow.
Today was really difficult, but yesterday was really difficult, and the day before was really difficult. Tomorrow, I think I'm ready to hit the ground running and hopefully not trip over and knock all my teeth out.
We're at Backyard Comedy Club.
We're about to find out what the next challenge is. I can't wait.
Really hoping that it's something around like IBS, like stomach issues, because that's my morning. So that's hoping for that.
You are going to be performing your own material in front of a live audience. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yes. You will be talking about sex.
Thinking of what the fuck is going on.
Oh, my word.
Look, I don't want to make it all about me, because you're going to make it all about you.
In a way, this was probably one of the toughest crowds I've ever done. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Come here, hey, it's okay. They were fucking brutal. They were fucking vicious.
After this challenge, we're just in shock. We're all just so broken.
We did tell you that there is going to be an elimination tonight. I told you at the top of this day that we had to do this. I don't like it.